right, School of Light. We are in Second Chronicles, a new book. And before we get started, we have Bible studies. If you want them, let me know. We send them to you in the mail. You don't pay for them. You fill them out. We grade them. We record them. We send you the next one in its series. So if you remember the last chapter in First Chronicles, gifts for building the temple. Now, Solomon's going to ask God for wisdom. Solomon's son, Solomon, son of David, established himself firmly over his kingdom, for the Lord his God was with him, and he made him exceedingly great. Then Solomon spoke to all of Israel, to the commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds, to the judges, and to all the elders in Israel, the heads of the families. And Solomon and the whole assembly went to the high place at Gibeon, for God's tent of meeting was there, which Moses, the Lord's servant, had made in the desert. Now David had brought up the ark of God from Kiriath Jearim, and to the place he had prepared for it, because he had pitched a tent for it in Jerusalem. But the bronze altar that Bezalel, son of Uri, the son of Hur, has made, was in Gibeon in the front of the tabernacle of the Lord. So Solomon, the assembly, inquired of him there. Solomon went up to the bronze altar before the Lord in the tent of the meeting, and offered 1,000 burnt offerings upon it. That night God appeared to Solomon and said to him, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." Solomon answered God, "You have shown great kindness to my father, and now have made me king in his place. Now, Lord God, let your promise to my father David be confirmed. For you have made me king over a people who are as numerous as the dust on the earth. Give me wisdom and knowledge, that I might lead this people for who is able to govern such a great people as yours." God said to Solomon, "Since this is your heart's desire, and you have not asked for wealth, riches, or honor, nor for the death of your enemies, and since you have not asked for a long life, but for wisdom and knowledge to govern my people over whom I have made you king, therefore wisdom and knowledge will be given to you. And I'll also give you wealth, riches, and honor, such as no other king who was before you had ever had, or none after will have." Then Solomon went to Jerusalem from the high place at Gibeon, from before the tent of meeting, and he reigned over Israel. Solomon accumulated chariots, horses. He had 1,400 chariots and 12,000 horses, which he kept in the chariot cities, and also with him in Jerusalem. The king made silver and gold as common as Jerusalem as stones, and cedar as plentiful as sycamore fig trees in the foothills. Solomon's horses were imported from Egypt and from Kue. The royal merchants purchased them from Kue. They imported a chariot from Egypt for 600 shekels of silver, and a horse for 150. They also exported them all to the kings of the Hittites and of the Arameans. One of the things I noticed differently, stood out to me, was that he had 1,000 burnt offerings performed on that altar. And then that night, God appeared to Solomon and said to him, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." Let's go throughout today and meditate on that. Ask for whatever you want me to give you. And by Solomon asking for something in line with God's will, his people and stuff, to have wisdom and knowledge to do good for the people, God said, you didn't ask for the death of your enemies, you didn't ask for wealth of your own, but since you asked for wisdom and knowledge and understanding, I'm going to give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I'm going to give you wealth, so much wealth. There will never have been a king on this earth that had enjoyed such a type of glory. So, ask for whatever you want me to give you. Remember, that's the one to meditate on. If you need Bible study, let me know. Ask for whatever you want me to give you.